I'm in a super silly mood today, and I want to passionately make a case for why you need to niche with your coaching business. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you the biggest mistake, the biggest things that people get wrong when it comes to actually niching. But let's start with why you might be hesitant to niche. I'm definitely not the first time you've heard someone say you need to niche, it's important to niche. I'm not the first person to say this. Why might you be hesitant? Well, there's 3 reasons why people are normally hesitant, and I'm willing to guess you might fit into one of those buckets, or maybe a mixture of the 3 apply to you. And the first reason is that you're afraid. You're afraid that if you get too specific in saying and who you serve, that you're going to miss out on clients, you're going to miss out on business, you're going to feel like you're excluding people. That one is particularly specific to the kind of people that I tend to work with who are purpose-led, who are heart-led. It might mean you are incredibly empathetic. You don't want to leave anyone out. The problem with that thinking, though, is that if you're not specifically speaking to one person with your messaging, with your offer, with your approach, that means you're not connecting with any individual person. You're just more bland noise out in the crowded marketplace. The second reason why you might be afraid and hesitant to niche is you don't want to get bored. You're thinking, but if I just say I help these specific people with this problem, then that's going to get boring. That's going to get redundant. That's not the case. Actually, everyone is different. And while there are similarities and while there are trends, and that's one of the reasons why niching is important, because you get to know what the similarities are. You see the patterns and you can more deeply help the people. But everyone is still different. The third reason why is you feel you might get stuck. The third reason why you might be avoiding this is you feel like, but if I say that I only work with these people or I do this thing, then I'm stuck with it. No, you're not. We're not pouring concrete. You're probably not even making business cards. You can change it. It's very easy to change it, to update your website and update your bio on any social media platform. Actually, I've changed my niche several times already. If I would have spoke 3 years ago, I would have said to you, I'm a creativity coach. I work with creative people and I help them tap into a state of flow more frequently. I help them be more creative on a more consistent basis. But then I had people started to ask me about my habits because I was posting a lot about my morning routine, about my habits, about how habits were totally changing my life and all the incredible benefits I was getting from it. We're talking increased confidence, focus, clarity, creativity, productivity, all of it from adopting a habits first approach to my life. And when people started first pinging me and saying, hey, is this something you can help me with? Is this something you could coach me on? I paused and I thought, what is my goal with everything I'm doing? My goal is to help people be more happy, more fulfilled, more creative, more impactful. It's been incredibly impactful for me and it's helped me doing all these things. So it's going to help other people. So I made a shift. And I called myself a habit strategist for a while. And then when I went all in with my coaching business and I quit my director level office job, my very well paying job to do coaching full time, 11 of my first 12 clients were entrepreneurs. This is not something that I expected. It's not something that I planned. And I paused. I was like, okay, why is this? Entrepreneurs tend to be a bit rebellious. They love solving interesting problems. They are trying to make impact. I was like, these are my people. I've been an entrepreneur on and off my entire life. So for a while, I called myself an entrepreneur coach. And I said that I helped you get the results that you actually want by creating habits that last. It was like a merging of the two. But then something else happened that I wasn't expecting. Coaches started showing up and asking me questions. Rob, how did you get clients overseas? How are you getting all these leads? How have you managed to successfully launch a business near instantly? And the first couple coaches who showed up, I said, no. I said, I have no business coaching coaches. I don't know how to coach coaches. But then when the third one showed up in a 10-day span, asking to pick my brain and wondering how I had managed to do what I'd done, I thought, I think this is another one of those moments where the world is trying to tell me something. So I shifted again. So I've changed my niche several times. And that means that you can too, because it is not a permanent thing. So now that we've talked through the 3 main reasons why people and why you might be hesitant from niching down and getting specific about who you serve, let's talk about the incredible benefits, the insane benefits. Top line, the headline is everything about your business becomes easier. Everything. When it comes to creating messaging, when it comes to putting out content, when it comes to what are you writing on your website, done. If you know who you are speaking to, then you can really get to intimately understand them, their needs, their challenges, and you know who you're speaking to, so it's very easy to come up with the copy for your website, for your landing pages, for what kind of offers to create those people. super, super easy. When it comes to attracting those people and connecting with those people, there is no better way to make a direct, deep connection with someone, to make someone feel seen and heard, than if you were specifically serving one group of people and you intimately know them. You know what keeps them up at night. You know what their ultimate goals are. Next, when it comes to doing enrollment, when it comes to doing sales, if you know who you're speaking to, your message speaks directly to their hearts, to their souls, and to their minds, and they feel magnetically attracted to you because you are speaking to them so intimately, when it comes to doing enrollment and sales, the heavy lifting is done. It's way easier. You don't need to try and convince anyone. They already feel that you understand them, that you know them, and you are able to create offers that show that you are able to help them with their problems because you know what they are, because you're serving a specific group of people. And then lastly, when it comes to helping them get results, it's so funny to me. I see all these people talking about funnels and systems and leads and getting clients. It's like it's dehumanizing. Hello, these are people. These are humans. These are individual people. And not only that, the most important step is the final step. Are you able to help these people get the transformation that they're after, to get the results that they deeply want? It'd be such a shame that you go through all this effort to create your business, to put out content, to make a landing page, to try and attract people, to connect with people, to do these enrollment calls, to get someone to sign up, and then they don't get the results that they're after. So again, that piece is easy. If you know who you're servicing, if you know who your clients are, if you know what their challenges are, you're able to create your program, your offers, your products in a way that is going to help them get the results that they are deeply after because you know them so well. And I said I'd end this by sharing the biggest thing that people get wrong when it comes to choosing who to work with. The biggest thing that people get wrong is they get really focused on demographics and totally ignore psychographics. Now, what do I mean? Demographics are things like education level, age, where the person lives. It's almost like reading the back of a baseball card. You know, where are they born? Where do they go to school, etc. Versus psychographics. What does that person truly value? What is important to them? What is their perception of the world? You imagine the difference if you're speaking to someone who really prioritizes efficiency versus someone who really prioritizes creativity. Do you see how different those things are? It'd be a completely different kind of message, different kind of product, different kind of problems that you're trying to solve. So it's really important that you get to know the people you're looking to serve intimately. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? Because let's be honest, do you really care if your client is 25 or 45, if they live in Vancouver or in New York City? If when you speak to them, you are aligned on values. It is fun to speak with them. You are confident that you're able to help them solve their problem, that you have a shared view of the world. You don't care about their age. That's not important. Demographics aren't nearly as important. So, this is my heartfelt plea to you as to why you should be willing to get specific on who you are serving and what problems you're helping them solve. It will make everything easier in your business. You'll be able to directly connect with the hearts, souls, and minds of the people that you want to help. You're going to stand out in this crowded market. The internet is incredible. Look, you're watching me on this video right now. To me, that's magic. You're very likely in a different city, possibly in a different country. We've likely never met. That is amazing to me. But it is also crowded out there. And the best way to stand out is to be really clear on who you are speaking to and what challenges they face, and understanding them so that you can help them go from where they are currently to where they want to be.